Good evening. I think it's morning, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa. The video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts today. I haven't talked to you in a while. I thought I'd save up and so I can actually talk about something fairly interesting. It's probably not going to be at all. Here I am. I'm in the West Wing. Perpetual's in the East Wing asleep. So I'm making a video over here and I don't have my pearls on, but they're right up there. Anyhow, I wanted to let a couple of you know. I want to let everybody know. I am going live on Sunday. I have no idea what we're going to celebrate, what we're going to do. It could be a rerun. It could be a combination of games from years gone by. I just don't know yet. Although my father's birthday was today, June 1st, if it is still June 1st. It's 10 minutes past June 1st here in the Eastern Time Zone in the United States. He would have been 102 had he lived, I'm sure. I'm so sure. So we could do his birthday. We'll probably just do him. I'll do some stuff from years gone by of that. Now, that will take place on the 6th, I think. Looking at the calendar that Judy Truitt gave me. Yeah, that Sunday's on the 6th, so I don't know if I have another birthday near that or not. I know Janet's is like the 16th or 15th or toward the middle of the month, so we'll put that off. Okay, bottom line, I'm going live Sunday, even if I have to sit there and play the spoons for you or whatever and make up trivia as we go. That's what I'm going to do. So Sunday the games will resume at 12:30. I might just take one off in June or something. I'm not sure, but I do know I'm going live this Sunday, barring any kind of weird, Earth coming to an end or something like that. The world stopping, doing whatever it is it does. Okay, now I wanted to was it Jilly or Kate? It was Kate. Guess where I went the other day after work was it Saturday? After work, there was that shop hop. It was crazily busy. I can't believe it. Thank God Amy and I worked together. Although she was there from like 11 to 1 by herself, and then I came in at 1 to 5 with her, and it was just nutty. I couldn't get over it. I've never seen anything like it. The town was bustling with people. It was horrible, the weather. It was like freezing, which I was really glad, and rainy because there's no air conditioning unit on the building yet, and so I would have died. I would have had to been hospitalized had it been that busy in that stuffy store with no airflow. So anyhow, it was very comfortable and very busy. And then after work, Amy talked me into walking across the street to the Microbrewery. Try to say that quickly. I think it's hard to say. Microbrewery. It's like you have to do a lot of... And I've never been to one. I don't even know what it is, really. But they don't have any normal beers. And so I had to have her order for me, and I can't for the life of me remember what I drank. It was a beer. It wasn't dark, but it was super duper strong. I mean, strong. I'm not really used to drinking, as you know. If I have 3 beers, I could only have 2.5 the other week when I went out to watch the band. Remember? I know you just memorize everything I ever tell you, but yeah, I can't do it. So I stayed there a full hour, and I sipped on the beer and let it digest, and the people next door who own Anchors Away, the store, went over with us. It's a really neat place. I will have to do a video in there sometime. And then I went to the bathroom, and on the way out, I noticed there was another door open, like right next to it. I peeked in. It's the tattoo parlor. I'm like, oh my God, it's the tattoo parlor. As I was a little tipsy on the one beer. And I talked to the owner. His name's Greg, I believe. And, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I went to the Microbrewery. And then today, remember how I mentioned that Mother and I were probably going to take a ride to Conneaut Lake Park like we did the one year on Mother's Day. We did around the lake, and she drove and all. It didn't pan out on Memorial Day because I wanted to go to this plant. The Garden Club of Conneaut Lake was having a plant sale in the parking lot of Livingston's Meat Market. So, kind of sounds like Peyton Place or something. We went there, but Mom didn't really want to leave till 11 o'clock because the whole day the woman worried about these damn deviled eggs that she had to make for the picnic type style dinner that we had at her place on 5 o'clock on Monday. And she was concerned about going down early to town to do all this jazz because of the deviled eggs. It was just hilarious. She went on about the deviled eggs. She called me and said, "Now, I don't remember. What do you blah, 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 blah." The woman used to be in catering, but she's 94 now and kind of forgetful about certain things. So, yeah, I assured her it would be okay and that she didn't have to call in a team of experts And she made lovely deviled eggs. They were delightful. Not only, but she designed them. You know, she used some sort of instrument that, like, made little zigzag, like the zigzag scissors. Wouldn't it be funny if she used those to cut the egg? Oh, my God. Anyhow, they were good. Very good. And we had, like, all beef hot dogs, buns that you butter first and then, you know, put on the grill, and macaroni salad and baked beans, the whole, whatever you think of for a picnic, coleslaw, blah, blah, blah. Perpetual, Spencer, Katie, Lisa, Mother. Katie didn't really eat, but she cleaned everything up. I love that about her. So what else has been going on? I painted my nails. I did cut them back, and then this one was getting, like, there was a rip in it, like, really past the quick area, so I had to surgically remove it. I think this sounds better. Very sparkly. There's not really much more to report. So we did that. We went to Ralston's Hardware and got some birdseed, and went to the boutique in town. I had to return a shirt, and some other got to go in there. And let me think of anything else. Not really. Sunday I worked till 2, and it was ridiculously busy. Again, I was alone, and I really needed to get out at 2. Normally I don't, worry about it too much, but had I kept that door open any longer, people would have come in all day long, I think. But at that point, they were just sort of bored, stiff, nothing else to do, and kind of meandering in because the weather still wasn't the greatest. So what I had to do is, one woman came in. It was like after 2 o'clock. And I said, I'm going to have to close the store with you in it. Do not leave. She was laughing. I said, if I don't, I'll never get out of here, and I do have someplace to be. So I did. I went out and closed it and locked her in with me. And she bought like $50 worth of merchandise. So it was kind of fun. Yeah. She had some birthday to go to or something like that. Some repurposing going on down at the store. There's a lovely dresser. That one's not really repurposed per se, but it's redone. The price is right. Come check it out. And, Amy's hoping to swing back into more of that because the construction is almost done in the building. And evidently she used to use, like, part of the parking space outside to do a lot of the work for that kind of thing, before this all happened. So, yeah, there's that Airbnb. I still don't understand the air part, but, it's been explained to me repeatedly. I'm just not understanding. But it's upstairs now of the store, and they're, I guess, rented out, like, already for 4th of July and all kinds of jazz. So that's good. It's very resort feeling down there, since it is a resort town. Oh, and I heard something the other day I haven't heard in a while. The horn to the Barbara J blowing, since it's right out the back door, basically. It's where it's docked. For those who've been with me for a while, you'll remember we took a Barbara J tour during my break in August. Was it 2019? Must have been. Yeah. If you want to go back in the records and look that up, you can. I can think of nothing else to tell you other than there's a couple of raccoons that have been coming around. I have not seen Thomas since that one time that I spotted him after the initial incident. Not sure what's going on with him, but we have seen Scarlet, little old Scarlet. She's been around. And these 2 raccoons, Stumpy and Simon. And I had to actually run Stumpy off tonight because Scarlet was really hungry. And I didn't want, a standoff between the raccoon and her. And she took precedence over the coon. And so off he went, and then she got to eat. And then I scared her. Of all things, I made it down the steps, and I was sitting, like, right next to her, pretty much. And then I'm talking to her, and I reached over to get some cat food that was on the step for Steven. And I put it down on the ground. The sound of it hitting the ground made her tear off into the night. It was hilarious. Okay, hold on. How could I forget? This video is going to be kind of long. I'm sorry, but it makes up for lost time. I've been heavily into the mysteries from across the pond. Remember, it started with the Agatha Christie Poirot. And then I moved on to Midsummer Murders, and I watched all those that I could. So then I moved on to Vera. And then I got into something called Shetland. And it's a detective story about a guy who solves crimes on Shetland, the islands of Shetland, northern Scotland, way up there. Turns out that the same person who wrote the books called Shetland, on which the movie stuff or the TV stuff's based, and the Vera book, same woman, Anne Cleves, I believe is her name, the detective, mystery writer, whatever, crime novelist, whatever you call them. Super good. And ever since I watched the Shetland series, as much that's available for me to watch, oh, and then I moved on to Agatha Raisin. It's very funny and lighthearted. Across the pond, she solves crimes. It's funny. I like it. Anyhow, ever since the Shetland thing, I've been obsessed with the Shetland Islands. I told Mother and Perpetual yesterday that if something comes up and I turn state's evidence or whatever, and I'm going to go into the witness relocation program, I want to go to Shetland, which now I've blown my cover. So if ever I do testify, you'll know where to find me and kill me, which did happen on one of the Shetland episodes, I might add. Yeah, so I love it. I live for it. I've learned a lot about them, and I find it to be a fascinating place. I must go there. So anybody have a private jet, you want to whip me over, feel free. Okay, I'm done. That's all I can think of to talk about right now. Just been listening to a little bit, getting back into current events a little bit through Richie Allen. They just make me so angry. I want to stay away from it. And so mainly kind of, learning about the Shetland Islands and working for the paper. Our graduation issue's coming up, and I'm supposed to attempt to try to sell $1,000 in advertising, and I don't know if that's going to happen, but anyhow, I am trying, and I'm going to sign off right now. That's it, Fort Pitt, here on Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please drop those little political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. I'm getting rusty. Okay, see you Sunday at 12:30 Eastern in the lounge for something. I'm not sure what. Bye.